Brian, I know there's a story behind this chase, but it smells great. Can I start eating while you're talking?
It is springtime. A lot of people are heading out into the woods for a hike. Some people like to see the wildlife or just get a breath of fresh air. Now when I go into the woods, I look around and I just see food. Food everywhere.
I've never gone full deer style.
Full deer. That's called full deer style.
Nice, I like it.
That's because I've been hanging out with a professional forager. Dan Lipow has an outfit called the Foraged Feast. He roams the woods collecting wild greens, mushrooms, berries, anything he can find. He sells it to chefs in New York and New Jersey, various restaurants, farmers markets like Summit and Montclair. This is the second time I've foraged with Lipow. We are at an undisclosed location somewhere in Hunterdon County. They keep this stuff pretty tight to the vest. Private land, we had full permission, not breaking any rules here. When I got there, he was so stoked because there'd been an explosion of these morels, mushrooms.
Around the tree, we didn't even see it, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it was. Another perfect morel, also pretty big.
Oh, I messed it up. $60 a pound mushrooms.
Is that this?
And he was finding them all over the place. This was right in front of me.
It was, you walked right up on it.
How would you even see it from over there? That's the morels in there. Yeah, I've never even had one. You need some serious skill in doing this. These morel mushrooms grow only under the specific type of tree, the Tulip poplar. We had to identify the trees. Most importantly is this bit of advice.
So when we're picking, we have to know exactly what we're picking. When I'm here picking this, if I get a sprig of something else, then I gotta either know what that is and mean to have it, or it's gone. When in doubt, you throw it out. That's always the rule for foraging.
These were checked though, right?
Those were checked. Now, like any trip to the woods, there was a few misadventures. I met a snake who skunked me with some horrible smelling substance when I tried to pick it up. It's always good to say hello to our serpent friends when we're out in the woods, right? There he did. Did he? No, I don't think he did.
Look at him go.
I don't know if that's a garter snake.
Yeah.
He stinks. Did he shit all over me?
Yeah, they do that.
I also invented...
Why?
Why what?
Pick up the snake.
When you meet a nice reptile or an animal in the woods, you pick it up
You
and
go
say
the
hello
other
to
way.
it. That's the.
Isn't it the exact opposite that you're supposed to do? All right, tell me about what's on this table.
So we found ramps. Ramps are highly coveted, just like a wild leek, and the ramps are in there. We found a bunch of ramps.
That is
Chefs
delicious.
go nuts over ramps. They're only out a couple of weeks a year. This stuff is garlic mustard. This is a weed, invasive weed, grows everywhere, is brought from Europe as an herb, and it's just taken over. Roadside, this is growing in your yard everywhere, and that's what I made this
That is
pesto.
in this?
That's the pesto, and that's just pine nuts
Gotta try it.
and garlic mustard. And
It's-
this stuff
it's
is growing.
really good. It's very
This
good.
stuff is growing everywhere.
So
They encourage you to pick it as much as
I
possible
need
because
to
it's an invasive
let me
weed.
take a pick of that. So when I go home, right?
I thought you meant a pick, like a
No,
pick.
pick.
You just eat the leaves.
No, I'm in a picture.
I invented a whole new method on this stuff. I went full deer. I just got out on all fours and didn't bother with the picking. I just ate it.
I've never gone full deer style.
Full deer. That's called full deer style.
Nice, I like it.